Hey y'all, this is Real Conversations and I'm Chi and these are my co-hosts.
You know who's here, you know what time it is, it's Addy.
And this is Kyle. Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love.
Alright y'all, so
The sneaker game.
the sneaker game.
Overrated.
Overrated?
I don't want to get into this because I done had so many talks, debates about sneakers. Oh man, what's going on with the sneaker? What's going on with it?
I think it's overrated. Like, it's overrated, bro. I can't. The shoe is $120, right? How much you pay for those? $120? Retail?
And retail is $120.
Now, if I want those shoes, I gotta pay almost $600 for that.
I mean, but I understand the business aspect to it. It's cool, but it's like,
Why
now
tax
it's getting
them?
ridiculous to the point where it's like
It's like stressing out just to buy sneakers.
you gotta put in a raffle, you gotta wait online to get a pair of sneakers.
I never
What if I don't
did
have
a
time to do
raffle.
that?
I guess you stuck wearing Reeboks.
Nah, bro, not jacking it.
I don't even think I'm a sneakerhead for real. I'll just buy it
What you like?
for resale if I like it. Because I don't want to stress with raffles or nothing.
That's how I am now. Like,
Yeah.
if I like the shoe, I'm buying. Like, if I really, really like it, I'll pay that money. But, you know what I'm saying? If I don't, I'm not really, like, going crazy over, like, you know, like, shoes that's coming out. If I see it, I like it, resell, cop it.
So you will pay $900 for shoes that's $100.
I have a limit though. Like,
Of course.
I have a limit. Like, I'm not gonna pay like I've seen sneakers, Jordan ones for like $7,000.
$7,000?
Yeah, bro.
Was it the
Go.
Dior ones?
Not only those, but it's another one that I saw was like 7K.
I definitely have a limit when it comes to resale prices because I'm not paying $7,000 for sneakers. My limit is like $275.
You ain't getting no sneakers then. You ain't getting no
I've
resale.
gotten sneakers for like $300 maybe,
The New Balance, how much you pay for those?
like $300.
Those are New Balance.
Yeah.
I know,
Retail, them shits like, what?
but I
140?
wanted them a lot.
Was
so
it the Amy?
the Amy.
So what about
Dion,
designer
yeah.
sneakers and, let's say, a Dunk? Is there a preference in price?
Well, the Syracuse one just came out.
The high top.
The high tops. And those
How
are
much you
cheap
pay?
right now.
How much you pay for them?
200.
Max.
Yeah, bro. Go on StockX. They're 200 right now.
These
The high top
high
ones.
tops.
Yeah. Sometimes you can't get I personally won't buy no sneaker for $500. Like
I've done
that's
it.
personally,
I've
I
never been-
wouldn't do that.
I mean, unless it's a designer sneaker.
But that's the thing.
I've
You
done
love
it.
fashion,
So do you.
but not $500 worth.
So how y'all feel about the Nike, the woman that worked at Nike and her son? How
Her
y'all feel
son
about
reselling.
that? Reselling the sneakers. How y'all feel about it?
I feel like
Because I don't like it. I like the reselling of sneakers, but I feel like
it
that
shouldn't
situation.
be the up tops doing it as well because at that point you're just exploiting people who are like usually
Word.
don't have a lot of money, to be honest.
Bro, he was getting thousands of pairs. I can't even get one.
Yeah, and then
And he reselling it for more money, and you got to think his mother already has a certain amount of money,
Yeah.
more than.
it's the
She
rich
used
getting
to,
richer.
Yeah.
He used her
Card.
her credit card.
And they try to make it seem like she didn't know.
You don't know that you're
She
saying.
knew.
anything.
She knew.
But you can even do the math. A sneaker for
Bro, his
$160.
inventory? Did you see his
on,
inventory? Please.
Ridiculous.
It's crazy.
I don't know. I don't.
So since we was
Like
talking
that.
about fashion, right? Why you like fashion?
That's a great question. I mean, like, since I was young, I would just like the idea of like looking nice all the time. Like, it don't matter what it is, and I feel like fashion is art, and this is me expressing myself. Everywhere I go, I want to look the best. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's. I feel like it's a talent that I have. I don't wake up and just like try my hardest. I just wake up, see something, yo, that's dope, and put that together, and you know, I try new things, and you know, that's just me.
So do you see yourself in the future like being like a stylist?
Yeah, definitely. That's actually what I want to do, you know, be a personal stylist. I feel like a lot of people, in my opinion, don't really know how to put things together or really, like, dress, honestly. So
Wait, who?
people,
She said who?
you know what I'm saying? Like, they wake up and just find out, like, they try their hardest to look good,
It
but
should
you
be
can tell
easy.
they're trying too hard. They'll put on a Versace sneaker with a Versace belt, Versace shirt. It's like,
that kills me.
that's so much.
That kills
You
me.
don't need to
Their
do all
whole
that.
closet.
You know what I'm
It kills
saying?
me.
Simplicity is always good.
Simplicity is key.
And it doesn't always have to be designer.
It
It
does
never has to be designer.
To be honest.
It
What
never.
what about yourself, Chi? Because I see you on Instagram putting all these nice outfits together.
With the Margiela, hate them.
They're cute. Get you guys some Tabby sneakers because they're cute. They're different.
I don't like them.
It's like half people like it and half people don't, but I like them, so
Look like you got cow feet.
whatever.
I don't like them.
Whatever.
So what do you like about fashion?
What I like about fashion is, like, I feel like when you look good, you feel good, and like you could just like do anything when you're feeling good about yourself and you like what you're wearing. And for me, fashion, like, I like it because I feel like I get inspiration from like everybody that I know, and like Black women especially, like I get inspiration with fashion from them, and like I just see a fit somebody wore and like, oh, like, you know, I want to recreate that in like my own style.
Way, yep.
And like it gets creative that way, like you get your like creative flow from like fashion, like you said, it's like an art form. So
That's a fact.
it's a way for me to be creative. Yeah.
Photography.
For me, life is art. So any way I can express myself, I'll take advantage of that. Even like my living space, clothing, my car, everything is like art. Even down to like my ring. It says, till death, we do art. So like, I really love art, and I love when people express themselves and art. So I love how you put together your outfit, and I love the color combination. Like me personally, I wouldn't even think about that color combination.
Yeah.
But it goes.
It goes.
You feel me? It goes.
Yeah.
So I like it. I really do like it.
Yeah, but I agree with the whole, you know, just everything in my space, what I do, what I wear, has to be, you know, up to par. And, you know what I'm
Your
saying? Like,
aesthetic.
it's the small things. Like you said, rings, jewelry, you know, stuff like that really matters to me. I look at the small stuff, even like your living space and stuff like that.
Nah, the living space is key
Yeah, it
because,
is.
bro, we live in New York City where everything is like hectic, bro. And like your living space has to be something where it could calm you and be zen, bro. Like New York is very hectic.
Yeah.
It really clouds your subconscious. So if you're able to come home to somewhere you can relax and, you know, breathe in like fresh air with the plants and all that stuff, more the merrier to you.
I'm actually from Jersey, guys, but I love New York, so I get it.
It's a great place to live. Great place to be. Expensive though. So, why real conversation, guys? Why?
Real conversation.
Why real conversations?
I mean,
Like, why are we doing this today?
it was your idea, bro. It all started when I asked you to do a photo shoot for me because, like I said, I watch your style on Instagram. I was like, yo, my boy got good style. I like to capture it. And then I think after we went for drinks or something, and we were just having like, yo, just deep conversations, like really deep conversations that like, you know, he said that, what you said, you didn't have these type of conversation with.
Yeah, and you know, I got a lot of friends, you know, all around, and you know, sometimes I feel like with Black men, like certain conversations they just don't know how to have. I don't know if it's like, even the conversation we had, we was talking about, you know, a situation in your life, and you know, some men wouldn't even want to talk about that. They feel like softened when I'm like, you gotta express yourself, you gotta talk. So, you know, me and Kyle had that conversation. I'm like, he's dope. I love the way he thinks, like, cause he thinks the way I think, you know. So I always wanted to do a podcast. So I'm like, yo, Kyle, what you think, bro? And he's like, let's give it a try, you know. And we stayed on top of each other, and you know, sometimes I slip, and he's like, yo, bro, come on, you know, it took time, but you know, we're here, and we decided to bring our lovely Chi with us on this amazing journey.
Yeah, I feel like we needed also a female perspective because when men come together, we tend to have biased thoughts and biased conversation. So we needed a female, you know, perception of things, and that's why I like your style. And also, I went to school with you, so I know what you're capable of mentally. So that's why I feel like we needed to bring you along.
Yeah.
Why did you agree?
Because me and Kyle already knew each other, so I already felt comfortable, like, with when you brought me the idea. And I feel like you already were starting to make me come out of my comfort zone because you would ask me, like, to do photo shoots and stuff, and, like, I never did those types of things before. So I really just want to get out of my shell because, like, I'm really, like, shy, and I don't really, like, I know I like to dress and stuff, but I don't really do things outside of my comfort zone. And I really do want to start networking and talking more because, you know, I have a lot of things on my mind and, like, creative things that I want to express, and like I want to get into branding, and I want to meet people who are into that too. So I feel like coming into this podcast will really help me like expand like my horizons and like just so people can hear my voice.
The voice is key. especially for the black woman, right?
Nah,
Yeah.
facts.
Especially for the
Nah,
black
facts.
woman. This
Yeah.
podcast couldn't be something without a black woman on it.
Facts. And the fact that we all, I hate to say it, but we're all black is
Yes.
Yeah.
it's a powerful.
Our voices are important and they should be heard, so
And I feel like, you know,
we should keep talking.
our youth, you know, our counterparts, our peers, you know, they need something like this, a positive light on so many issues that we're facing, financially, systematically. It's a lot of things that we could talk about and give knowledge.
Through our experience.
Yeah, through our experience, yeah. Not saying that what we're saying is like certified, you know, information, but it's like, if what we're saying makes sense to you, then, you know.
You should listen.
Yeah.
So tell me something about yourself.
What you mean? Like that brought me here today to this life?
Tell me something about Adiola that me and Chi don't know.
I would say not only you and Chi, but like people in general is like, I'm very open-minded and I feel like I'm more wiser than people think. You know, a lot of people see this perspective of me, of like, you know, I show what I show, like getting lit, you know, fashion, but it's like.
Honestly, bro, on the gram, that's all I see with you.
Yeah.
Either you in your car going to get drinks or you going home. That's it. That's all I see.
No cap. But it's like, there's so much more to me that people don't know.
But that's
you know
good though. They don't need to know.
And I like that. But I feel like, you know, in life, people need to see that different side of you to show like, okay, he can do this, he can do that, but that's a smart young man, you know what I'm saying?
I just think that like certain parts of your life people should be excluded from because
I agree.
that's a energy that people should not have access to.
I
I
agree.
believe that certain things you have to go through yourself. You don't have to always show it to everybody because it builds you up. Like, you're learning. Don't get me wrong, you should always, I'm not against help from others. You should always want to get help and like express yourself to other people. But certain things you may have to learn on your own. And that's okay.
So what's something that you learned on your own that you feel makes Chi who she is today that a lot of people don't really know?
Something I had to learn on my own. That you really have to grow up. Like, you can't stay doing the same things forever. Like don't be scared to like I was saying before, get out your comfort zone because you might learn something new about yourself. You might meet somebody who could really help you with something that you want to do. And I definitely had to learn that like on my own. It's not something that someone can always tell you. Yeah.
I mean, me and Kyle, we went to high school together and it was a different Kyle from what I've seen now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course, I've seen
You
growth.
should change.
Yeah, growth. I've seen a different young man. That's what, you know, brought me to want to even, you know, put myself around, you know, a guy like Kyle. So what's something, you know, like that you've been through, you know, in your life that made Kyle this who he is today?
Going to University of Oregon definitely changed me completely.
I'm gonna speak when I ask you. Go ahead.
It changed me completely, bro. Completely. That isolation, it made me find who I was. Because when I first got there, I didn't know anybody. So I was literally in my room my first semester. I got a little bit depressed, homesick, but that downtime, it built character for who I am, finding out what I like, what I don't like, what I like to do on my free time. It was reading, and that's when I found back the love of photography, because I know it's like, this is something that I love.
And that's actually, yo, everything you just said, bro, is the same way I feel. Like, before I went to school, I didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. I just felt like, you know, life is gonna go on, and once I decided to go to Virginia State, the best decision I ever made in my life. Best decision I ever made in my life. I went there,
right?
Yeah.
I
Didn't know nobody. Didn't know a soul. Stayed in my room every single day. And by my second year, everything changed. Everything, and I learned so many things about myself. I learned so many things about life in itself and what I want to be and how I need to carry myself as a young man if I want to, you know, be the certain person that I'm aiming for. So that decision right there has implemented like a different type of stability in my life, and I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to even experience that, which I shouldn't even have, you know.
You learn a lot in undergrad. Like Kyle and I were both on the track team at UAlbany, and going to UAlbany definitely was the best decision for me. Like I love UA, but there was also times where like I was really low as well. Like being a student athlete at a D1 school is very tough. And that's why I really want to get into like the mental health of student athletes on one of our episodes if we can. Because although I enjoyed my time there, there was definitely times where I struggled with myself mentally because I felt like I didn't have like an identity like outside of track. So, but I did learn a lot and I met amazing people through the sport. So like I'm not sad about it, you know? Like it was definitely a learning process. It helped me find out what I wanted to do when I didn't run track anymore. And it was a big step for me.
So question, how did you get out that slump?
Out of that slump, honestly, being with my family and my friends, talking about it, how I felt, like I talk about it all the time, like about like how track like really messed with like I felt like I didn't have like an identity outside of track. So just talking about with my family, they're telling me like, no, you're good at this and that. Like there's other things about you. So that really helped me get out of that slump.
You still run track?
No, absolutely not.
She said, I'm not running.
I miss it though, right?
I miss it.
I miss it though.
I was a hurdler. I miss it.
I definitely miss it. But like you were saying, communication, and I'm now learning this at the age I'm at right now, that we have to express ourselves emotionally. Like, how do we feel inside? I feel like people in our community, we tend to like hold it in, but not knowing like communicating and expressing how you feel is the best way to release that emotion that you have in. Because if not, you're just gonna keep building and building, and then you're gonna explode later down the line. It may be next week, maybe next month, maybe next year, but never hold it in. Just always let it out and communicate with somebody
that you trust.
That you trust, yeah.
I feel like that's the biggest plague in the black community.
Trusting people?
Communication.
Communication.
Talking.
I feel like the reason why is that no one taught us how to communicate.
How to communicate. It's frowned upon. Even when I talk to people like, and tell them like, oh, I have a therapist. What you need a therapist for? My mom, like, what you need a therapist for? It's like, it's not easy to express yourself, especially to other people, because people are judgmental regardless. Everybody's judgmental in some type of way. They're gonna, at the back of their mind, they're thinking like, you know what I'm saying? So when I tell people like, yo, I have a therapist, they be like, but that is me understanding how important communication is and expressing myself, because holding that in will destroy you.
It will.
It will destroy you. Trust me. So I've seen it happen. People bottle things up and people commit suicide and do all types of things that
harm themselves.
Yeah, it could have been prevented off just talking. So if that's something that I want to get out of this podcast is, expressing communication and, expressing yourself, that's number one, especially for men. Especially for men.
For real, because it really,
Especially
as you
for
said,
men.
bro, it's really looked down upon.
Bro.
It really is, bro. I had a couple of friends that pressure got to them, bro. That pressure really got to them, and they end up losing that foundation, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, so when I found that out, I was kind of like heartbroken myself, because I'm like, yo, you my brother, man. When you, times like that, reach out to me. I'm here for you. And even for me, like the other day, I had a low point. I told people, and it was like, yo, why you didn't reach out to me, man? Yeah. I was like, I know these people I could count on, no matter what, and I feel like that's important.
We have to get that mentality that like nobody's here for us. Like there are people who care, who wanna listen. Like, and I definitely know that now too. Like I have so many friends and family who wanna listen when I'm down and want me to communicate to them, and that makes me feel better. So
it's essential, guys.
It is. So
family and friends.
I have a question for you guys. I ask everybody this as I go through life, and it kind of shapes your mind, like see how you think and your mental. So my question is for you two is, what's more important in life, perception or reality?
I love that question. I love that question.
You go first.
I think it goes hand in hand. Why? Because I live in the real world. And that's, my mind is very based upon fact and what it is. It is for what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't like things that are much so like opinion based.
So how you think about stuff, how you think about yourself becomes your reality. So you have to think positively about yourself and positively about your goals so that you could achieve them and your goals become reality. So perception definitely comes first.
That's the most important thing.
How you think is most important.
Now that she said that. Now that she said that. No, seriously, perception, I feel like it comes first a little bit above reality because everybody's perception is different. And they live their life based on their perception.
Yep.
However, I think you need to live in reality.
Realistic.
Be realistic and understand, like,
yeah.
okay, yeah, I have a perception, but is this really like what it's gonna be? Because you can disappoint yourself a lot and be in some really messed up situations because of what your perception is. You know, sometimes you have to be
mindful
and realistic. Like, okay, this is what it is, realistically. You know what I'm saying? Forget my perception, you know? So I think perception is a little bit there, but reality is like, right under, you know, it's under that threshold. Yeah, it's creeping.
Well, for me, I think it's perception because perception could change. Like you said, your reality can't really change as much as you think. Like, for example, if you live in a box, you tend to just think like, this is it. This is all it is to me. Like, this is it. But if you know it's a window, your perception changes completely. You see what's outside. You say, okay, you see somebody drive by, you say, okay, I want to have that. I want to do this. So that's why I think like perception is very important. It could deceive you in many ways too, but you have to be a strong-minded person to understand the reality and the perception. So.
Can we get back to the fashion a little bit? I want to.
Oh my God.
I just want to know what you guys are like. What you guys are wearing today? Like, what have you brought to the table fashion-wise?
So.
I see some good pieces. I do.
These sweatpants are actually from a Black-owned business called Transporter on Instagram. They're extended. I don't know if they can see this in the shot. And I got on my Nikes. These are Air Force Lows.
Oh, they look.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I thought those were high tops.
Me too.
No, they're not high tops.
Okay.
She hit it.
I do what I like, okay?
Got you.
Judgment-free zone.
Yeah, you got it again.
Yeah.
Top.
Oh, this is from Urban Outfitters.
I like it.
Yeah.
Did you like cut it?
No, it came like this. Yeah. It's like a crop jacket. And I have a little crop top.
Kyle, we went shopping before with you.
Huh?
We went shopping before.
Yeah, I actually like going shopping with you. The Adidas, I think Sunflower they're called.
Those are
I like these.
I don't know.
I don't know what number those are. Those are V2s?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I
I lost track of.
They told me they was selling online. I typed in Yeezy.com, whatever. I got them. I was like, hey. I got them. My pants, these are Ralph Lauren vintage, thrift shop.
Simplicity, vintage.
Simplicity, bro. And this shirt,
I really like this shirt.
Cactus something. I don't know. It's not Cactus Jack though, but it's Cactus something. And yeah, little accessories from Nav's
I love
studio. Yes, and then regular fitted. What about you?
Syracuse one. I'm gonna go through detail. Syracuse ones. Kip socks. Don't remember where I got
socks.
Kip socks. Look at the wool. Look at
He got
the
money.
material. Don't remember where I got these, but I was inspired by the Fear of God. I don't know if y'all know. Like,
Yeah, I
Fear
know.
of God, yeah. I like them, and they was like good, affordable, and I got these like 3 years ago. I just never wear them. So when they get a little high, I'm like, let me wear them. Black owned, Visionary Society.
Yes, sir.
Father Stretch My Bands, go get it. Shirt, Subi. Jewelry, you know what I'm saying?
What's Subi?
Animated.
Ooh, what is Subi? It's I don't even know. Like, what
You
is
said what?
Subi.
Kasubis?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain Subi. It's like a lot of people wear it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the joints with the tag.
With the tag at the
Everybody
back.
got the tag hanging out.
Yeah.
The black and white tag with writing on it.
Yeah.
Nah?
Honestly, it was a brand that a lot of like white people wore a lot, and black people started to take it over. So
See, if she had lived in Brooklyn, she would have known.
You would've known.
You would have known.
I'm tired of the slander.
What is in Jersey though?
Houses. Regular stuff. Like
houses, nothing but houses, and tolls. There's a toll everywhere in Jersey.
Yo, Jersey
I know
is
firsthand.
You work in Jersey.
I work in Jersey, firsthand.
But y'all be moving to Jersey though.
No.
Who's y'all?
some of you New Yorkers. Because it's cheaper. It's really not cheaper, though. Jersey's really not cheaper.
Nah, it is. It's
not.
more affordable than New York, though.
It is.
Barely.
What you mean barely? Yo, my boy.
The rent is like still high.
My boy, he got an affordable crib.
He's
he got a
lucky.
gym and all that. Everything is included in his space.
And how much you pay a month?
Bro, no more than like 13.
That's
Oh,
not
that's
bad.
cheap? Oh.
That,
Try to get that in New York. You
with a
see.
gym in your crib?
Try to get that in
What?
New York. You paying no less than 3.
Yeah.
No
2,500.
And you pay 3, you're living in a box.
Literally.
Legit.
That's why I live in Jersey.
Well, so guys, as you can see, we just wrapped up our first episode of Real Conversations. And I wanted to reach out to the video and audio technicians and give them a big round of applause for helping us out and building this today.
Appreciate
Thank you so much. It's really appreciated, guys. But to the audience, I want to reach the question out to you, and I want you to comment down below. What do you think is more important in life, perception or reality? And then at the next episode, we will read some of the answers and let us know. But until further ado, this is Real Conversations, and it was a pleasure meeting y'all.
Bye.